In February of 2003, the state of Washington issued its first ever Amber Alert for a 5-year-old girl from East Kennewick, who on the evening of February 3rd left her house to go to a convenience store 5 blocks away from her residence, but the girl never reached there and is missing for over 20 years now. Maria Juarez was just 15-year-old when she gave birth to Sofia Lucerno Juarez. Her partner and Sofia's father, Andre Gutierrez Abrahan, refused to accept that Sofia was his daughter and had cut any contact with them. Maria, who now had a child to take care of, lived with her mother Agnesia Prado Juarez in a house on East 15th Avenue in East Kennewick, Washington. With them lived Maria's 6 siblings and her mother's boyfriend Jose Lopez Torres. On the evening of February 4, 2003, Sofia, who was going to celebrate her 5th birthday next day, was playing with her young aunts and uncles, when her grandmother's boyfriend Jose Lopez Torres, who was going to a nearby convenience store, offered the kids to join him. Occupied in their fun and games, the children refused and Jose left the house alone. Sofia, who changed her mind at the last moment, went to her mother Maria, who gave the 5-year-old $1 to spend at the store. After this, Sofia scurried out of her home and went after Jose, who was oblivious to the fact that the little girl had took him up on his offer. This was the last confirmed sighting of Sofia, as when Jose returned from his trip at 9:45 p.m., Sofia, who had left after him, wasn't with him. It didn't take long for the family to realize that there had been a miscommunication and Sofia was missing. Instead of beating around the bush, they immediately notified the authorities. Police arrived at the Juarez residence within 3 minutes of receiving the call, and from the get-go, considering the circumstances surrounding her disappearance, they investigated her case as a case of child abduction. The large expense surrounding her home was covered by the authorities, who were helped by hundreds of volunteers worried about the child's safety. Cadaver dogs, night vision goggles, and thermal devices were also used to speed up search efforts. The news of her disappearance was featured on news channels, and flyers asking for any viable information about her were distributed throughout Washington. Rewards of $5,000 and $1,000 were offered by Fraternal Order of Police and Crime Stoppers respectively. Her disappearance was the first instance when an Amber Alert was issued by the state of Washington. FBI was brought in to help Kennewick Police Department in their criminal investigation, which was being conducted simultaneously as the search for Sofia was going on. Detectives interviewed Sofia's friends and family members. Her biological father was also questioned by them, but he was cooperative and was later cleared of any suspicion detectives had about him. Police researched and investigated more than 150 registered sex offenders in the area of Kennewick, but were unable to link any of them with Sofia's disappearance. For over a month after her disappearance, agents from FBI and the entire Kennewick Police Department were working tirelessly, investigating each and every tip they got, but none of these tips led them to Sofia or any clue about her fate. As of now, no official suspect has been named in Sofia's case, but back in 2021, police, after receiving a tip from a highly credible source, released a suspect description of a person who they believed was involved in her disappearance. The suspect, according to the authorities, is of Hispanic heritage, who had a light complexion and based on his facial features had a chubby physique. He was about 5 feet tall at the time and was aged between 11 to 14 when he approached and abducted Sofia on the night of February 3, 2003. He took Sofia to a vehicle which, according to police, was light-colored older 1970s to early 1980s type full-sized panel van with no side windows. On February 5, 2003, Sofia was going to celebrate her 5th birthday, but just one day before she could, she was snatched away from her family. Many theories have been presented to answer the questions haunting the people associated with the case. The first theory presents the idea that while following Jose to the store, Sofia was accidentally hit by a car driven by a person who was under the influence of illegal substance. She either died on the spot or the driver then panicked and killed her, and after that, the said person took her to a remote area where her remains were buried. More than 200 tips supporting this theory were sent to the authorities, and in 2006, when a farmer in south of Ridsville found some bones in a patch of field destroyed by the fire, everyone thought that the remains were Sofia's. But in 2007, radiocarbon dating revealed that this was not the case, as the bones found were nearly 600 years old. The second theory says that Sofia was kidnapped by someone she knew, as after she went missing, her mother Maria Juarez said that her daughter was shy and wouldn't have willingly gone with a stranger. She believed that the person behind her abduction was someone familiar. The theory names two people as the most likely suspects behind her disappearance. The first one being Sofia's grandmother's boyfriend Jose Lopez Torres, who was the person Sofia went after, but he was not aware of Sofia following him to the store and only found out about it when he came back from the store. The security footage from the convenience store confirmed that Sofia never arrived there and that Torres was telling the truth. The second person was Sofia's father Andre Gutierrez Abraham, but the man was never a part of Sofia's life and had an alibi, which proved he was not behind his daughter's disappearance. This theory says that Sofia was indeed kidnapped by someone on the night of February 3rd 20 years ago, but she is still alive and out there somewhere, as being kidnapped doesn't mean that someone died and is no longer around. In 2011, Police Sergeant Randy Menard said that he believes that Juarez is still alive, as if she was deceased, police would have found her remains. That same year, police told media that they were investigating a tip which suggested that a girl named Sofia Juarez from Long Beach, California may be the girl who disappeared back in 2003. But in the end, the girl turned out to be someone else. In May of 2021, a video went viral on TikTok in which a 22-year-old girl from Mexico was being interviewed. This young girl bore a striking resemblance to age progression images of Juarez, leading people to believe that she was indeed Sofia, who after being abducted was taken to Mexico, but a subsequent DNA test revealed that the girl was not Sofia. Maria Juarez, who had moved away from Kennewick after her daughter's disappearance, sadly died in January of 2009. Maria was cremated and her ashes were carried from the corner of East 15th Avenue to St. Joseph's Church. Scorned by their daughter being snatched away from them, Sofia's family is still hopeful that she is alive and will one day return to them. If you lived in or near Kennewick at the time of Sofia's disappearance and have any information which can help detectives solve this 20-year-old case, Please contact Kennewick Special Investigator at 549-582-1331 and Kennewick Police Department at 549-585-4208. You can also visit their website, to which the link is given in the description box of this video. Thanks for being here. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe and put the notification bell on so you're never gonna miss any of our future uploads. Stay tuned, stay curious.